morning, buenos días, happy Thursday, feliz jueves.
Démele sí, dale.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started with our weekly parent meeting where we can give you some reminders, some updates, and some new information as we receive it. Vamos a empezar el meeting que tenemos los jueves con ustedes, donde le podemos dar unos recordatorios y unas informaciones mientras que vamos recibiéndolas. Queríamos empezar dándole las gracias a ustedes por el gala, la parada del gala, que aunque empezó a llover al final, carros continuaron llegar, los maestros de nosotros todos nos unimos, no tuvimos mucha distancia ahí, pero fue un placer en verlos todos otra vez, ver los niños, los letreros, los carros decorados, las caritas decoradas. Por lo menos llegamos a sentirnos un poquitico como una familia, si fuera por unos minuticos nada más, y darle un poquitico de motivación a los niños que están en casa el día entero. Llegaron a ver que la escuela sigue aquí, que los maestros y la comunidad de nosotros sigue unida y que seguimos juntos con ellos apoyándoles sus académicas y su educación. We'd like to thank parents and families for coming over to our gala parade last week. It was nice to see all the children, see the families, and once again unite as a family, as a community, where we were able to step out of our homes and see that school is still here, that our staff is still here, that we're all still one, and that we are all still working together for the betterment of our students and your children. As a community. And even though it started raining towards the end, towards the last part of our event, cars were still coming in. Our staff was able to still get underneath the overhang, and we continued the event until the last car passed through. And we also noticed some cars came by a few times, and that was nice. So thank you all for keeping us a part of your day.
Next week, like we had mentioned, like we had mentioned to you last week, that next week we will be having our end of year assessments. Our end of year assessments will be administered to our 1st through 8th graders for science, 1st through 8th grade, and for math, it will be for our middle schoolers, our 6th, 7th, and 8th. A schedule will be going out today so that you know exactly what time you are reporting and to what classroom, because you may or may not be taking the test with your normal teacher. And this is for middle school. Middle school students may not be taking the test with their regular teacher. So we'll be sending you a schedule as to which teacher they need to report to and at what time. As far as elementary, the students will be reporting to their homeroom teacher and they will be testing with their homeroom teacher. And again, that information will go out today. Como lo habíamos mencionado la semana pasada, la semana que viene, empezando el día martes, serán los exámenes de final de año en ciencia para los niños en primer grado hasta octavo y en matemática para los niños de middle school, sexto, séptimo y octavo. Hoy se va a mandar un calendario para que ustedes sepan a qué hora tienen que entrar en la clase de Zoom y cuál maestro le va a administrar el examen. Los niños de elemental tomarán el examen con su maestra de homeroom y los niños de middle school tomarán el examen con la maestra que va a ser asignada a su estudiante. Así que es muy importante que miren el calendario para que sepan con quién van a tomar el examen su hijo o hija y a qué hora. Acuérdense que en middle school hay niños que toman biología, ciencia física, ciencia regular. So, tiene que leer el calendario a ver, dependiendo de la clase de matemática o la clase de ciencia que su hijo toma, con qué maestra va a tomar el examen. Remember, middle school parents, that different students in different grade levels take different sciences or different math. So they will be reporting to the classroom based on the test they're taking. So for example, if they're a student taking physical science, they report to the teacher that's administering the physical science test. If they're taking a biology class, they will report to the teacher who teaches biology based on the schedule, not the teacher that normally teaches the course. So please make sure you look at the schedule that goes out today. And if you have any questions, you reach out to your teachers, to your homeroom teacher. You can reach out to us and we will assist you with that. It is very important that the children take this test seriously, that they take their time and they do well. These tests will be used for placement for next school year. So it is important they take their time, that they're focused, and that they do the best that they can, because again, this data that we receive from this test will be used for placement for next school year.
And parents, that does not necessarily mean retention. It does not necessarily mean the grade level. It just means the courses and the level of courses that they're going to be taking, and whether or not they have the ability to get more electives, or if they're in need of more intensive reading or intensive math based on the data. We are looking at it closely. We understand this is a different setting for them. We understand this is a different environment for them, especially for testing. But we're going to ask for your support in ensuring that they're in an area where they're able to sit for a certain amount of time without moving around too much, not a bed, a chair, a table, where they can really focus in on their assessment as best as possible. We understand this is not the typical testing setting, but it's what we have to deal with. So let's just work together on making it the most successful that we can for our students. Did you say it in Spanish?
Okay. Recuérdense cuando estén tomando los exámenes la semana que viene, que estén en un área que puedan estar enfocados, que estén sentados, que estén mirando su computadora, que no estén en los cuartos, que no estén tirados en las camas, sino vamos a asimilar como si esto fuera un examen que tomarían en el colegio, que estén, tú sabes, bien preparaditos, que vayan a dormir temprano, que desayunen para que puedan sacar el mejor puntaje y puedan hacer lo mejor posible en el examen.
Parents, you will be receiving today at 9:30. It went out, so if you haven't seen it yet, you will be seeing it after this meeting. You will be receiving on your emails and on your class dojos. You will see the dojo coming from Michelle Flores. She always sends the dojos on our behalf. And you will see that there is a parent survey. We ask that you complete this survey and that you inform your children's friends and parents for them to fill it out as well. We want to have your input on particular decisions that we're going to be making for August, for the return of the school year, for the commencement of the new school year. We are taking the CDC guidelines seriously. We are implementing as much as we can to keep everyone safe physically. But we would like your input because we understand that families come with different situations. We do have families in our school that are first responders. We do have families in our school that have parents that are able to be home and helping with the education, but we also have those that are unable to help with the education. So we want to get a feel for your dynamics, your needs, your suggestions. So we are opening this up for your support, for your help, and for your input. So please be on the lookout for that and make sure you complete it honestly, and that you ask your children to tell their friends and their families and those that you know, so that they fill it out as well. Padre, hoy a las 9:30 de la mañana mandamos un email que tiene un survey donde le estamos pidiendo la ayuda suya y el apoyo suyo. Como todas las familias son diferentes y tienen dinámica muy diferentes, queremos tener una idea de cómo ustedes están para empezar el nuevo curso. Todas las recomendaciones del CDC las estamos tomando muy serias. Hemos comprado cosas, estamos en proceso de planificando todas las recomendaciones que nos dan para tener la escuela lo más equipado para el safety. Para mantener la escuela como debemos de tenerla para los niños, para los adultos, para todos que entren. Entonces queremos la correspondencia suya, honestamente, de las necesidades y recomendaciones que ustedes tienen, dependiendo en las situaciones que ustedes tienen en su casa. Tenemos familias aquí que son lo que se dice first responders, los primeros en responder, bomberos, médicos, enfermeros, enfermeras. Tenemos padres que tienen la habilidad de ayudar en la educación a sus hijos. Tenemos padres que no pueden. que están trabajando y los dejan con un vecino, una abuela, una tía, un tío. So queremos tener una idea de las necesidades de ustedes. Eso, por favor, completen eso. Va a ir de parte de Michelle Flores en el dojo de la escuela. También los emails de ustedes. Um, Cualquiera de los dos son iguales. So, en llenando uno, está bien. Pero por favor, para que lo compartan con los amiguitos de sus hijos, con los padres, para que todos lo puedan completar.
Sure. Para el próximo año escolar tenemos unas cuantas posiciones todavía disponibles para nuevos estudiantes. So, queríamos el apoyo de ustedes. Si pueden recomendar familias que ustedes conocen a nuestro colegio para continuar creciendo nuestra familia de Bridge Trap aquí en el campamento de South. Así que si tienen algún vecino, algún familiar que esté interesado en posiblemente venir a nuestro colegio, por favor llámenos. Pueden hablar con la señora Onesi o con nosotros. Para ver si podemos ayudarle a su familiar o su vecino para poder coger cupo para nuestro colegio. Queremos su apoyo y su ayuda. Normalmente el colegio está abierto, los padres pueden venir, pueden tomar tours, pueden ver cómo nuestro colegio funciona, pero desafortunadamente con las cosas estando cerradas, no ha podido ser posible. Y la mejor recomendación siempre es el testimonio de un padre que tiene sus estudiantes aquí y pueden hablar sobre nuestro colegio, sobre nuestros valores, sobre los maestros. Así que pedimos su ayuda y su cooperación. Si por favor conocen a alguien que esté interesado en nuestro colegio, que le dé nuestra información y nos dejen saber. We ask for your help if you have any family members or any neighbors that may be looking for placement at our school. You can give us give them our information, our phone numbers. They can always call and speak to Onesi, who is the person in charge of enrollment here at our campus. Normally, our school is open. We do tours. We're able to show off our campus, but due to the closures, that is obviously impossible. So who else to be able to promote our school than our own families who can vouch for us, who can speak about our school, about our families, about our teachers, about our values. So we ask for your cooperation. If that's something that you could do for us, it would be greatly appreciated. And let us know. We're in the process of uploading virtual tours to our website. So if parents want, incoming parents or anybody that you might know might be interested in learning about our campus, they can go in and take a virtual tour and get to meet us and get to know us. That's in the works. And as always, if you need us to talk to somebody or you want to put us in contact with a family member, a neighbor, we'd be more than happy to speak to them. And as always, if you guys are happy with how things are going, how the remote learning is going, if you can go into our Facebook and write a review and tell other families how you feel and how happy you are, we'd greatly appreciate it. It's good for other parents to see what wonderful things are happening in our school and who else for them to hear it than from you. Si tiene alguna información positiva, si está contento usted con todo lo que ha pasado durante el tiempo de remote learning, y pueden ir a nuestra página de Facebook y hacer un review, documentar su experiencia con nosotros, documentar si está contento con los maestros, cómo le ha ido este proceso. Nos encantaría que ustedes hicieran un review por nosotros y escribieran algo positivo sobre las maestras, sobre algo bueno o importante o algo que a usted le ha caído bien que ha sucedido durante este tiempo, y hagan un review, se lo vamos a agradecer.
And remember, parents, we've mentioned it before,